Hi, Leo. Let's see what the universe is wanting to tell you. My readings are timeless. When you find them is when you're meant to hear the messages. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if this reading does not resonate at all, do not try to make it fit. Spirit, what is coming in for Leo? What does Leo need to know about at this time? Okay, too many, but I do see the finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So there's some kind of problem here. It could be now, could be in the near future for you. What else, Spirit? Something you're going to have to deal with. Okay, again, too many. We see November, though. So the month of November could be significant to you. You could be dealing with someone born in the month of November. Something could have happened last November. Something could be happening this November. There could be a culmination of events between last November and this coming November. Let's see what we got. Okay, looks like we got four, and I'm going to take them. So we have the moon. Changes in your life. There's some kind of change here happening. We have the hat. You will be playing a different role. That could be that change. Some kind of change in your life where you're going to be playing a different role. We actually have five. I'm going to go ahead and take them. We have spiritual love. So spiritual love can talk about, a soulmate connection with someone. It doesn't have to be a romantic love, though. It could be, just we have soulmates who are not just lovers. They're in all areas of our life. With with a soulmate, it's someone that we agreed before we came to this lifetime to meet up in this lifetime and work through, karma and learn lessons from this person. Sometimes they're here to be long term, and sometimes they're just here for short term, but we learn from them. Then we have the cane. Pay attention to your health. And we have the month of May. You could be dealing. Um, Something could have happened last May. Something could be happening this coming May. Um, but May is significant here. You could be dealing with someone born in the month of May. Someone could be named May. May is significant in some way. There's a need to pay attention to your health, though, with the cane. And we are going to clarify all of these cards. On the bottom of the deck, though, we see the vase, a secret admirer. So there's someone watching you, someone admiring you with secret admirer. And we're going to get to the bottom of these. Whatever this secret admirer is, though, it is important to this reading in some way. It could be this spiritual love. Also, I don't think I said it, but with Lily and the spiritual love, that can talk about becoming more spiritual as well. But typically it is some kind of connection that is a spiritual connection. Spirit, help me clarify the cards for Leo. Why is the moon here? Changes in your life. Why is it here for Leo? Show me the moon. We have the seven of trees. And we have renewal. Yeah, there's someone I feel like here, from the past, wanting to come back around here. Someone who's going to be all in. They're making a reappearance here. Tradition, which is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is someone, and this could be definitely someone born in the month of May with the Hierophant coming out. But this is someone who you may have had a commitment with in the past, or it was someone that wasn't all in the past, who didn't want a commitment. But there's something here. Either they want a commitment now, or you had a commitment with them in the past and they now want that commitment back. But there's definitely something here with the commitment. This is someone all in, all ready for the commitment. Someone from a past energy. Spirit, show me the seven of trees. Why is it here? Why is the seven of trees here for Leo? The Hermit. Virgo energy with the Hermit. And you have the Four of Stones. Yeah, this is someone who has been holding back, but they've been holding back and they've been soul searching here. They've been going within. This is someone that you may have little to no contact with. There's a holding back energy. Either Six of Waters, which is Six of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who has been very nostalgic for you. They want to come in. They've been holding back, and you may be holding back from them too. I feel like this is more of a mutual energy with the Four of Stones. Both of you kind of holding back from each other. And they've been doing this soul searching. And they have been very nostalgic here, thinking about the past. Spirit, show me the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Why is it here, Spirit, for Leo? The Fool. They want to take a leap of faith forward here. Queen of Alchemy. This is the Empress and other tarot decks. This is someone who sees you as this Queen of Alchemy. Disregard gender. There is no gender in tarot. You are coming up as an Empress. You could be a parent. The Empress is a mother. She's the mother of the tarot deck, but you don't have to be. But you are someone who they see as being very abundant, very nurturing, someone who has a lot of growth around them. And they want to take a leap of faith here forward towards you. Spirit, show me hat. I feel like they're going to. They're just waiting. They've been doing the soul searching. They're very much, I feel, nostalgic for you. And they're ready. They're ready to come forward. Spirit, show me. Okay. Four of Trees. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you have been this hat. You'll be playing a different role. I think you went through a difficult period in your life where you were in Three of Swords energy, Three of Skies in this deck, which is, sad and heartbroken. But I don't feel like that's going to be the case anymore. I feel like there's a celebration happening here for you. Something is happening, whatever this hat, whatever this new role you're going to be playing in, it's taking you up out of that energy of the Three of Swords. It's putting you on the right path for you. 1111 with the Four of Trees. Spirit, show me the Four of Trees. Why is it here? I feel like this is something you're going to be celebrating, happy about. And it is the right path for you. It's the path that you need to take. Spirit, show me the Four of Trees. Why is it here? The Lord of the Forest. Capricorn energy with the Lord of the Forest. And you have the Five of Trees. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper. Justice. Libra energy with Justice. Something wasn't fair. You were dealing with a very toxic energy, I feel like. Someone who was, could have been addicted to alcohol, sex, drugs, gambling. There were just something toxic about the connection with this person. They could have been a toxic person. But there was a lot of conflict. I think that there was a lot of conflict, and they were doing things that were not fair here. There was unfairness here. But I feel like you're getting justice for that. You're getting good karma. They're going to get their karma for what they did. But there was definitely something that wasn't fair, something that wasn't balanced with this person. Not even just the connection, but there was something very unbalanced about the person. Spirit, show me the Lord of the Forest. Capricorn energy. I don't know if I said that with the Lord of the Forest. Why is it here, Spirit? And you have the Witch of Skies. And the Five of Trees. Yeah, you're moving you're moving very quickly away from this person. You're trying to get away from this conflict. And I feel like that's what's happening here. This is someone, I do not feel like this situation, the changes in your life is this person. I think the changes in your life is that you're moving away from this person. You've got someone else, someone from your past. And this might be a connection that you've ended or that you're still in, but the connection is broken. And I feel like for some of you, you ended this connection, you're ending this connection, you're in the process of ending it, or you just ended it. But that final cord might not be cut with this person. But I feel like you're going to be moving away from that. Whether you want this person that's over here coming towards you or you do not. I feel like you dealt with, the most recent thing you dealt with here was this person. This person who's toxic. For some of you, it could be the same person, but I don't feel that. This is someone you're moving away from the conflict, taking action, I feel like, away from it very quickly here. Spirit, show me Lily. Spiritual love. Why is spiritual love here? Too many, but I see the Queen of Swords and I see the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, not the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Stones. I feel like you are that Queen of Stones. You could have Earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to. And disregard gender. Like I said, there's no gender in tarot. But you're someone who's just focused on your home, your family, your stability, and your security. We saw the Empress. She is all four queens in one. Spirit, show me Lily. Spiritual love. What is this spiritual love? And that Wheel of Fortune, that is major change. This is some kind of major change happening. I feel like you're very focused on your home and your family and your stability. You could be, not quite in that Queen of Stones energy, but that could be the energy that this is taking you into. Show me the lily spirit. The Six of Trees. Yeah, you're having success here with the Six of Trees. And the Nine of Trees. Yeah, I feel like you've went through a period where you could have been, that very difficult period. I feel like with this devil energy that you were dealing with, that puts you in Nine of Trees energy. This is being that wounded warrior. You keep going. You keep persevering. You are going to have success. You are going to keep going with Two of Trees. But there's a crossroads here on whether or not you want to keep fighting for something where the person, because I don't feel like this connection right here is completely over right now. I do feel like you're gonna move away from this situation though. We're seeing the Witch of Skies. That's the that's the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to be moving away from that. You are moving away from that, but the glass cord has not been cut. And you have to make the decision on what you want to have success with here with the Six of Trees. Because I don't feel like you've had a lot of success with this issue. And it's put you in Nine of Trees energy, being that wounded warrior. You keep going, you keep persevering, but you may be very tired. Spirit, show me the Six of Trees. Why is it here? Why is the Six of Trees here? The tradition. That commitment is coming towards you here. Nine of Stones. You could be in this Nine of Stones energy where you are focused on your material world. You're trying to get to your Nine of Stones, having the, all the contentment, comfort, but you may be single. You may be good on your own. You may be doing okay on your own. But there is someone who does want this commitment with the Hierophant. I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons though, and you learn, in the past, you could be someone who has went through a lot in your life. And you have learned the lessons from the past. And you're doing really good, I feel like, with the Nine of Stones on your own. Six of Stones. You do have, I feel like, someone wanting to give to you here. Someone who does want a commitment. Whether or not you want that. I actually feel like, with this spiritual love, that this is talking more about you. This is more about you. This is you loving yourself, loving your life, being happy. You may be being more spiritual. You do have someone wanting to come in to give to you. But I do feel like you are good on your own. Spirit, show me their tradition. But you may feel like what you don't have, you may be very content with your material world, but what you don't feel like you have is that connection, that person to help you, that person to come in and be a help to you. And I feel like what Spirit wants you to know here is it was because you were dealing with someone who was very unbalanced, who brought a lot of conflict into your life. And now you do have someone coming in wanting to actually have commitment and balance with you. Spirit, show me tradition. Why is the tradition here? Taurus energy with the tradition. Six of Stones. Yeah, there's someone wanting to give equally here. They want to have equal give and take, even on the bottom of the deck, which is the High Priestess and other tarot decks. It's Pisces. Virgo energy. There's a need for you to be listening to your intuition about this person coming in. Flight, Cancer energy. There's success. You have the Six of Trees. You have flight. This is that success. You're having success in your life. Whatever choice you make, because there is a choice here about whether or not you want to be with this person. I definitely feel like this is a soulmate coming towards you. But like I said before, some are meant to be in our lives long term and some are meant to be in our lives short term. But I feel like you are becoming good on your own. You're someone who has been through difficult periods in your life. And you are good on your own if you have to be on your own. Maybe it's not what you thought would happen in your life. Maybe you thought that you would meet a soulmate and have that connection and be with that person. And maybe that's what you wanted. And you had to go through a period where you had to get good on your own because you dealt with someone who I feel like wasn't balanced. There was something toxic about them. Spirit, show me the cane. Pay attention to your health. Why is the cane here? Could be your physical health, could be your mental health. We saw you as the Nine of Wands. You know, someone being in that wounded warrior energy. You just keep persevering, you keep going, but you're very tired. And that can take, stress can take a lot out on your physical health as well. Spirit, show me the cane. Look at that. And even listen to your intuition. You know, if you feel like there is something, because you went through that period of conflict, I feel like it was a long drawn out period of conflict with a devil energy over there. You know, but I feel like that's what's changing. You're now becoming good on your own, no longer wanting to entertain that mess, that conflict. And now that stress could have taken a toll on you in the physical or the mental. And you need to really listen to your intuition on this. Because if there is anything wrong, you need to go see a professional about it, a doctor, therapist. Spirit, show me Nick Neven. Why is Nick Neven here? Really kind of, there may be a need for you to do some meditation, to do some, like, get back to yourself and listening to your body, listening to your inner gut. Spirit, show me Nick Neven. And we have the Two of Stones and Death. And we have the Maid of Skies, which is the Page of Swords. That, yes. So there's a need for you to really, you know, to make a decision here with the Two of Stones. You could be having so much on your plate. Like, you could be stretched really thin, where you're juggling everything and it's taking a real stress on you. And there's a need for you to stop doing that. There's a need for you to figure out exactly what you want. What balls can you lay down? What things on your plate can you drop? Because I feel like it could be taking a real toll on your health. And you need to end those things with Death, Scorpio energy. You need to end those things that are not benefiting you, that are just weighing you down, that are giving you stress. Spirit, show me the Two of Stones and Death. Why is the Two of Stones and Death here? The Seven of Waters, which is the Seven of Cups. Getting clarity, Made of Trees, which is the Page of Wands and other tarot decks. There's a new path for you. It's coming in here. And I feel like it's under these changes, because I feel like you need to end this connection over here. Completely end it. There may be a need to do a cord cutting. And if you don't know how to cord cut, you can find that on YouTube or Google. You can Google cord cutting. There may be a need to really cut ties here, because I feel like there's someone that you have a lot of conflict with, who brings a lot of chaos into your life, who may have a lot of, you know, issues that they've got going on that's always interfering in your life in some way. And I feel like you've got so much on your plate, trying to just be comfortable in your life, you may have a lot of things that you're trying to keep going in your life, that you need to cut out what no longer serves you here. And you may be a little confused about what you need to do, or you have been in the past, about whether what balls you can drop and what you need to keep up in the air. But I feel like you're overextending yourself. You may be feeling very stretched, very thin here. But I feel like you're going to get that clarity, because I think this new path is going to be really exciting, and it's going to be something really good for you that you're going to be really excited about taking. Spirit, show me May. Why is May here? Show me May. Initiation, which is Pisces energy. And the Ace of Waters. Yeah, you've got a blessing coming in here with the Ace of Waters. This could be that reconciliation, that renewal, that cup, someone coming in with the cup of love. This is something I don't feel like you see. I don't feel like you see that this is happening, that this person over here is, and I don't feel like this is this devil energy. This is a better energy. This may be someone far off in your past that things just didn't work out for whatever reason. I don't feel like this is a toxic energy. This was. But I feel like, this is someone wanting to come in and have a reconciliation with you here. And, I feel like they're not showing this to you. It may put you in your head a little bit about this. You may feel a little stuck about whether or not this is something that you want to do. But I definitely feel like this is someone who is admiring you. They're still watching you. They're still paying attention to you. Spirit, show me initiation. They could be watching you on social media. They could be driving by your house. This is someone that is keeping up with you and what's going on. And they've been wanting to come forward. Spirit, show me initiation. Why is it here? Justice. Libra energy with justice. And the Two of Waters. Yeah, because something that wasn't fair over here, the hat, something that wasn't fair there is being made right by the universe. You're getting your Two of Cups. This is something I feel like over here that you felt was going to be your Two of Cups. You know, that connection, that soulmate, that spiritual love. You wanted, that's what you thought you were going to have with this person. But they turned out just to be a toxic, maybe karmic. I feel like they were a soulmate too, but it was more of a karmic soulmate. But now you're getting your justice. The universe is bringing good karma to you. They are the energy, the universe. It's always trying to balance out the energy here. You went through a bad time with someone. It was very difficult, and that may be why you're feeling very stuck about this other person coming forward. Because although you may feel the connection with them, you know, you went through something difficult here with someone else, and it may make you hesitant about stepping into a new connection, because I do feel like you're feeling like you're okay on your own at this time. Spirit, justice. Why is it here? Why is justice here? The Maid of Stones. And the Magician. And I want to dig a little deeper. Eight of Trees. Yeah, you've got someone coming in here. Someone who is maybe sending you messages, contacting you in some way with this Eight of Trees. They're bringing in some kind of offer, and they're trying to manifest this connection with you. Let's get you an oracle card for guidance, Leo. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance for Leo. What guidance do you have for them? This is someone who could be bringing in a present towards you, an offer. It's going to be something kind of small. So it could just be an offer, you know, to try again. Because I feel like this is someone from your past, you know. I don't feel like this was a toxic connection from your past, though. And I just feel like this is someone who has kind of kept up with you and wants to come back in, maybe offer to go out and get to know each other again. But you went through a very toxic, is what I feel like, a toxic connection. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance for Leo. What guidance do you have for them? Renewal. You are experiencing renewal and fresh beginnings. Release the past and embrace the opportunities for growth and transformation ahead. And authenticity. Be yourself, pursue your passions, and show your authentic self. Don't pay attention to what others are thinking of you. Numbers 890 with renewal, and number 8787 with authenticity. So those numbers, keep a watch out for those numbers coming out. We see 8, 7, and 9 with a 0. So maybe 8970 is just keep synchronicities in mind, and you may see those numbers. Okay, Leo, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like the video.